Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Storage Podcast. As you can see behind me, my sign fell down.
No.
But it's right here. Let's use that to illuminate Tina. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome Storage's next guest, the one, the only, Tina Dybal. Wrong button. And I'll start this off by letting you do what all my other guests do. Your introduction is an introduction by you. No, it's a lot of pressure, but I think you can handle it.
Cool. Hi. So do I do it in third person? Like if somebody else was reading it, like if I was about to win an award and then somebody was like naming my accolades and some cool things about me, or do I do it like I'm in an AA meeting and I'm kind of just letting you guys know what's going on?
You can do it however you want. I'd prefer the third person. I feel like it would be more honest if it was the third person.
All right. Third person. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Storage Podcast this week's guest, Tina Dybal. Tina Dybal is a comedian. Okay, hold on. Let's just let's just restart. I can do it right now. Here I go. And I got this because I got host energy. I can feel it written all over me. All right, everybody, please welcome to this week's episode of Storage Podcast, comedian Tina Dybal. Tina Dybal, yeah, give it up for her. That's enough. Thank you so much. Tina Dybal is a stand-up comedian and an improviser, a podcaster extraordinaire, born in the Soviet Union and raised in the motherfucking Midwest, everybody.
How long have you been a U.S. citizen?
Since 2016.
Yep. And she...
that was my first election I ever voted in.
She had to go through the whole process, which is apparently very difficult. And then she had a party, and I didn't get invited. So
that I guarantee you that's a lie, bro. I know Rafe invited you. Rafe was the one that put it on.
Yeah, he said, I forgot to invite you.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I had no knowledge about this at all.
That's okay. I wouldn't have gone anyways.
Why? Because there were too many stairs going up to the house?
Probably because I knew you were from Russia and all Russians are spies.
Yeah, that's what they all think.
I wasn't trying to have you spy on me.
That's a grandpa joke. And you know it.
So I have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
I know that you got your brows laminated. Mm-hmm. Did you also get your hair colorized?
Okay, so no, I did not. Not today, but I did last week.
Wow, didn't even notice it yesterday.
I know. We recorded our podcast, Slap City, together yesterday in this Storage Podcast studio. And
right, I'm going to bleep that out because we're not allowed to cross-promote on this podcast.
Okay, so I will actually be rewinding because unfortunately I don't let any of my guests promote anything else that they do.
Unless it's about me.
Yeah, if it's about us, then that's fine.
Okay, so you got it done last week. And
by Christina Cheeseman, our gal.
And I even saw your stories when you were in there getting your hair done.
Mm-hmm. Looked gorgeous that day, didn't it?
I'm like that husband that doesn't notice his wife that gets her hair done.
Yeah. I mean... You've been seeing me for a while. Not like we're like dating or...
Well, let's be honest. The past couple of days, I couldn't see because there was no power. Mm-hmm. So we didn't have lights.
Yeah, you were just kind of reaching around and you'd be like, honk, honk, is this your...
Oh. Honk, honk.
You'd be like, oh, definitely touching your mouth. Let me put my mouth on your mouth. And I'm like, wait, you're in between my east-west titties.
Breasts.
You're in between my breasts.
I'm so sorry I didn't notice.
It's fine. It really isn't a big deal.
Well, it's beautiful.
Thank you. It's just some toner, which has been described to me as demi-permanent, so it doesn't fully enter the cuticle of my hair. Therefore, it's supposed to be healthier, only lasts for a little bit, but yeah, just let her shake it up.
If it's not entering the cuticle, what is it entering?
It's entering something. Not sure what. I think it might just be encasing the cuticle. Okay. I don't think it's entering it.
So if you were to use maybe a Pantene or herbal essence, it would probably wash it away quicker?
Oh, it has to. I would think that you could use Pantene on like someone that had an oil spill.
Okay.
And the oil won't totally get off of them, but it'll just kind of hang around, hang on the surface.
Well, I'm not trying to have any hair people, experts come at me, but no. I used to use cheap shampoos like that. And then I switched over to the very expensive, I can't even remember what it's called. The little bottles like this, and they have different numbers on them.
Olaplex.
Switched over to that, guess what? Pending lawsuits against them for hair loss. So you can't win.
No, you can't. And then I did see someone be like, oh, well, I think these are what the pending lawsuits are about. It's not really that it's causing hair loss. It's that these people are already weak losers.
These people are bald-headed.
These people that are using these Olaplex products are already a bunch of nerds and bald.
I stuck with the Olaplex, though, for a long time, even though every time I used it, my hair looked like I'd gone into a barn and tried to manufacture a scarecrow with hay on my head.
Okay, so just that kind of stringy, dry.
Very stringy and dry. And I stuck with it because I thought people are standing behind this product.
People are standing behind it. And not only are they standing behind it, you're investing your time and money into it.
Right.
It's not a cheap product. It ain't no VO5.
Right. You're paying top dollar for something that I can only assume is not going to make my hair fall out. Mm-hmm. Once again, I've been foiled by big shampoo, big hair.
We've been bamboozled by big hair machine.
So I'm going to go back to using herbal essence because it smells good.
Is that what you're using right now? Is herbal essence?
That's what I was using in Mexico. And the hair never looked better.
Well,
right now, look at it.
Oh, I think your hair looks great right now.
Oh, I hate it.
No, I actually was thinking earlier how cute you looked.
Oh my God, thank you. Well, this, I didn't get to take a shower today. Peed on myself a little. When I put my hair up in a ponytail, after certain hours, it gets real funky, so I can't just let it free.
Yeah.
So I had to put this clip in there.
Oh, I just farted.
I don't even know what sound to play. That one.
You are about to get that over coming to you. That was a fart.
It was stinky.
I let a live fart loose in the storage. I am sorry about that. I could not control it. It was just like, I've sneezed about 4 times today. This is a heavy sneeze day for me.
I'm going to pretend that the people that are watching this don't know who you are. So I will then say, you don't know this about Tina, but every time she sneezes, she then farts.
Yeah.
And
that's kind of the vibe I've been picking up already. So we didn't even have to say anything. I was like, oh, I get it. She's treating me like she doesn't super know me.
I'm getting
You got a little nibble? You got a little taste?
And every time she sneezes and then farts, it's a surprise every time.
Yeah.
It's always a double jerk reaction like, whoa, didn't know that was coming. But you did.
Well, it doesn't happen every single time I sneeze.
That's true.
It is a lot. I would say my sneeze plus fart ratio is, I would say it's probably 60-40. I would say 60% of the time.
It's a fart?
I'm farting. So it is a toss-up. So there is going to be some where, that was a very strong sneeze. Did you feel that? Like, that was a pretty strong one.
It was so strong I didn't even hear the fart.
That's what I'm saying. But I felt it here. Not only did it travel from my anus, wibble around in there for a second, and then slide on up towards my area. I don't know what we're allowed to say on this podcast
Well,
or not. Seems to me like you're trying to do a little more clean comedy like the guys have been telling us to do for years.
I'm doing what the guys are telling me.
Yeah, it's really cool that you're kind of going along with what all the guys have told us.
It's more of trying not to get demonetized.
Interesting. I've never had an issue with that.
As I uploaded Slap City today, it was the little $sign was green, and I was so happy. And then I pushed publish, and of course, it immediately turned yellow. And submitted it for a review. But we know that if a person is sitting behind a computer and they manually evaluate that, we have no grounds to stand on.
No, absolutely.
Zero.
Absolutely not. That's how I know. Well, part of me does want to believe them. And that's what bugs me is the way that they word that email when they send it to us is like, we've had a person manually review your video. After manually reviewing your video, we found that it still goes against community guidelines. Sorry. And it's like, but I think if somebody manually reviewed it, they wouldn't be able to stop laughing. And they would give us a pass, don't you?
Yeah, maybe a little pat on our bottoms, like, good to go.
Yeah, I think they would lift us up. And that's the thing, the pat on the bottom, it would be like, let's just boost you up.
Yeah, they
Boost
might
you up
even
one more
put us
level.
on the front page of YouTube.
Yeah, I'm looking to get on remember when you used to go on like yahoo.com to check your email or AOL.com and they'd have that weird center page where it's like news tailored to you, weather, cool, weird search bar that's purple and has an exclamation point after it because that's Yahoo. You know?
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
I bet if we tried to get on the front of Yahoo News, we could.
For sure, dude. We just got to tweet at them and be like, what's up, dude?
They'd be like, nobody's tweeted us in 13 years.
Yeah, and I'd be like, brother, I still got my Tina D024 at yahoo.com email.
Wait.
I've been using it a lot.
Tina
D024 at yahoo.com.
Okay. I thought you said Tina Z, and I was like, what's that all about?
No. Nope. No Z. No Z in my middle name. Or last name. Middle name's Igorevna.
If you guys wanted to know Tina's real name, she just said it. Kristina Ignorevna.
If you say ignoramus, I'm going to flip this fucking utility heater over.
Tina Ignoreva. I'm really trying to say it. Tina Ignorevna. Say it one more time.
Kristina Igorevna Dybal.
Igorevna.
Yeah,
Dybal.
that was great. The way you rolled your R there, that was nice.
Igorevna. That's an intense name.
Oh, I know. I think that's why I had to, I think at a young age, I knew, that's too much for people to handle. If I try to come at people and hit them with a Kristina Igorevna Dybal, people aren't going to be able to process that. That's too much. So I think that's, why I knew deep down, I had to abbreviate the first name.
And did you abbreviate it, or did your parents?
I did. I found that out a couple years ago. I called my dad Igor, which my parents' names are Igor and Svetlana. And that's clearly where I got my middle name from. Igor plus Evna equals Igorevna. Because that's what we do, dude. We take middle name. We take your dad's name in Russia or whatever in the Soviet Union when I was conceived, and you feminize it. So, my mom's middle name is Konstantinovna.
Ooh, I like that.
Now, what did we learn just now, class?
So your grandpa's name was Constantine.
Boom.
Wow, I am a fast learner.
Wow, I am very intelligent.
Konstantinovna. What was it like growing up in the Soviet Union?
Don't remember, a bitch got out before.
Just make up something, damn. Talk about how you had to wait in line for bread or
I
something.
can't, but then people are going to like find out I'm a phony, and then everyone's going to be like, you're like that author that wrote 1,000,000 Little Pieces, you freaking liar. Oh, yeah, we all remember that cover of the book. It's like blue, and it's like, whoa, this guy had a crazy life, and he was such a druggie, and he overcame all of it. Huzzah. And then, boom, you find out it's not an autobiography.
Whoa.
Like Go Ask Alice.
I don't know.
That one from the 70s?
No. I didn't read.
Weren't a reader?
Did you read as a kid?
Loved it. Read a lot.
What was your favorite? What was your first book you remember reading that really got your gullet?
Where the Red Fern Grows.
Me too.
Fucked me up, dude. Dan and Ann. The whole shebang. I cried in class.
Well, I didn't cry in class. I cried at home because I took it home.
I
was like, I can't believe I have to read a freaking book.
Yep. And it took you over.
And it got me.
I don't even remember the boy's name. I just remember the dogs, Dan and Ann. They were brother and sister. Or husband and wife. Either way, same thing.
Never
husband and
cried
wife,
so
brother,
hard.
sister.
Never cried so hard.
Oh, God. Me neither. It was, like, brutal. Because I remember there's so much that went into it, too. Like, he worked all that time to save that money. And got dogs from a newspaper article. Gave money away. Remember, it was like a
I don't remember that.
I think there was a catalog. Could you imagine buying something that way now? I'd be like, fuck no, dude, I'm getting trafficked. And you ain't trafficking me. Think I'm showing up with $50 in my pocket, handed it over to you, and then you're like, great, we'll bring you the dogs in a few months.
Wait, what?
It's like,
I don't remember a lot about the book. I just remember how it made me feel.
yeah.
And I think there's a saying that goes around in life. You might not remember what a person did, but you'll remember how you felt. Or something like that.
Yeah, very, very close to that. It was.
That's how I feel about that book. Mm-hmm. I know that the fern was significant in that when he buried his dog, did he also plant a fern there?
Don't remember that part.
Don't either.
Yeah.
Maybe he just made that up.
I think it was after he'd buried them or something, like.
The fern started growing there.
Fern started growing there.
And he took that as symbolism as his dog's body was.
Oh yeah. When the kid
in
finished
rigor mortis.
When the kid finished the manuscript for the book, the 8-year-old child whose dogs went through rigor mortis and all that, he actually said, "You know what? I'm going to name it Where the Red Fern Grows for symbolism."
That's beautiful.
But I remember that book.
Did you read any Beverly Cleary
that's
books?
who it's by. Wilson Rawls. The book.
I remember the name, but I don't remember. What else did he write?
Yeah, I don't remember the guy. It's not like it's not like I'm like, oh God, I'm such a big fan of Wilson Rawls.
You're such a literature queen.
Oh, me? Yes, I love Dostoevsky.
See, I don't even know who that is.
Russian cuck.
You looking up some stuff?
Well, sorry, I was looking up Where the Red Fern Grows.
I just want to know the basic synopsis.
That's what I'm trying to look for it. So I was trying to do the casual thing where I'm like, no, I'm listening. But when you're clearly texting, it's like, and I get it, but I try to tell people, I'm like, hey, no, I am listening, but like, I got to do this really quick too, but I can do 2 things at once.
Well, the thing with Tina is she can't text without people knowing because there's a very distinct face and head movement that she makes. And again, I'm pretending that if you're a new listener, you don't know who Tina is. If you don't know who Tina is, that's weird because we do a lot of stuff together. But if you could just show us a sample of your texting face so people can sort of, let me get this music ready for you. Let's go ahead and show us a little texting. And she's really getting into it there. Scrunching the brow, scrunching the mouth, got the chins back. The chins back.
That's unfortunately the key to the texting face at this point in my life / oh God, it fell in the weird bowl.
It's a walnut bowl.
What the fuck's a walnut bowl?
I don't know, made from a walnut tree.
Oh, this is wood?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I only have high-class furniture in here.
Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah, this place is bumping with nice stuff.
I mean, I made that bookshelf myself.
No, the place is nice.
Does it look like it looked in the Wayfair catalog? Not one bit, because this was all supposed to be connected.
And you fucked it up somehow?
No, it's just not right. I read the reviews after. They're like, yeah, it's not what they showed.
They're like, yeah, it almost looks like they're missing a few pieces.
Yeah, it's like the shelves were supposed to be there. And I turned each one around about 50 times to try to make it work upside down, backwards, forwards, left, right, and never matched up right.
Yeah.
That's the closest I could get it.
I like it. I think it's nice, and they're, yeah, I've never had a problem with it.
You want to know anything about any of the relics on the... Oh, you really are still texting, or are you reading about Red Roof Inn?
Red Roof Inn. I was reading about Red Rover.
You can keep texting, because I want to know.
Okay, so, yeah, I will do a quick update. So the little kid is Billy Coleman.
Billy, that makes sense.
Yep. And he saw a magazine ad for Coonhound. Oh, this actually is a memoir by the child. It is.
Really?
Billy Coleman, a middle-aged man, rescues a red-bone hound under attack by neighborhood dogs. He takes it home with him so that its wounds can heal. In the light of this event, he has a flashback to when he was a 10-year-old boy living in the Ozark Mountains. And so basically, young Billy Coleman wants nothing more than a pair of hounds for coon hunting. Sees a magazine ad for coon hounds. Listen to this. Billy spends the next 2 years of his life working odd jobs to earn the $50 he needs to buy the 2 puppies. Billy's dogs are delivered to Tahlequah, 20 miles away. He decides to walk the distance. He returns back home sees a tree on the way home, has a heart, says Dan and Ann, and decides to name the puppies Little Ann and Old Dan.
Aww.
Yep. I mean, and there's crazy stuff. So he basically, they were like his best friends.
But he did use those dogs to go kill other animals.
Yeah. Well, they were looking for the legendary ghost coon.
Okay, I don't remember that part either.
Yeah.
But he used the dogs to kill other animals.
Yeah, he did do that. But, I mean, hey, that was life in the Ozarks back then. I mean, what was this? Probably the 1800s or some shit?
I mean...
Probably 1900s.
Did they have magazines back then?
There was a catalog. Could you imagine seeing that in a catalog and spending the next 2 years of your life as a child to save up for something like that? I just had too many ideas when I was that young. I was always on to the next thing.
Right.
You know?
2 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, it's like no wonder you're having all these weird reminiscings when you're older. Like you're just saving a neighborhood dog from an attack, and you just start telling the dog this whole story about your life, and this dog's probably like, honestly, I kind of wish I got killed by those neighborhood dogs, because this is the most boring fucking story I've ever heard.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. You know that neighborhood dog's like, bro, I got a collar on, and, like, people know who I am. I don't need you.
I'm chipped, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm chipped. I'm chipped. Dude, I'm chipped. Take me up to an HSA, Humane Society Association.
I can't bear another moment of listening to your stories.
Yeah, old Billy Colman's just like, oh, boy, you wouldn't believe it. Most of the boys my age walking around having erect penises, thinking about plowing some local lady. Not me. Couldn't stop thinking about just owning a pair of dogs that I name a loving thing, kind of like they're in a relationship, but they are brother and sister, so I have to resolve that whole issue by myself. I mean, the list goes on. Let me tell you about the walk to Tahlequah. It's like this dog's like, boring.
The dog takes his paws. He's like,
yeah. Dog takes his paws, puts them in the ear, and goes,
blah, 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 blah.
Oh, God.
I wonder if that little dog that he saved was any relation to Dan and Ann. What do you think?
I would say no.
You think that's possible, though?
If that little dog, probably not, because it says a middle-aged man and then young Billy Coleman. So,
I mean, it could have been in a string, because Is it an emergency?
No, it's not an emergency.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Wow. Let's just start this whole thing over.
No, it's so good.
I think with DNA, it just keeps going. So maybe that little dog that he caught was great-great-great-grandpa to Dan and Ann.
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's not likely.
Right.
Got it.
I get it. And that's when I play this.
Who's that laugh in there that's like, the one that's like, oh. That's literally how he, play it again.
It sounds like Bobby Chaycock.
Yes, it sounds like, I was like, it sounds like someone we know. It's like, who do you think you are?
Now, when we're on tour with Tammy, we experience this now too, but
Abuse? No. Not abuse. Elder abuse?
we experience a laugh that is longer than a normal show at these shows. I feel like.
Oh, yeah. Do you just sniff your fingers?
Yeah, it's
For what?
Queso, I think.
Got it.
Maybe poop.
Could be either.
And when you're used to a certain rhythm and people are laughing longer than you used to, what is the face that you make while you're waiting for people to stop laughing?
Not that part. That was a genuine burp. Oh, sorry. No, we just ate a lot of food at the Mexican place. Okay, play it again. Here, this is.
Okay, just spilled it on my new Walmart carpet.
Yeah.
So maybe you say something like, and then I told him to go F himself.
That's not a punchline.
Well, I didn't want to reveal any of your punchlines.
Yeah, that was nice.
And then I said, go eat broccoli instead.
What I might do is start thinking of, because it's like we've worked on our material and like, you know, we've been doing stand-up now for what, 7 years, 8 years?
A long time.
2015 is when we started. So we've been doing stand-up for about 8 years. You and I, young bucks, came up in St. Louis.
We started at the same time, essentially.
Yeah, that's for those of you that don't know that.
And essentially, she was 12 and I was 40.
46.
Starting. 46.
Yeah, you were 46 years old when we met. And I was just a young child.
She was just a young kid hanging out at the open mics.
Yep.
I'm like, hey, you want to be friends with me?
Yeah. And we did. We became friends. But I think that now kind of what I do in those moments where it's like, you know, you have a more forgiving crowd, which is like you can do new material when you're on the road, like with Tammy, you know, and opening up those shows just because they're such good shows and the people are so excited to be there that they're like, oh, hell yeah, I'll support the shit out of anything that's going on. And then also they like know the show's going to be 3 women. So that's like, you know, obviously if you're someone that hates women, this is not the show for you.
Not the show for you.
Definitely you're not going to like it.
100%.
Because there will be no men. Unless Rafe's in town and like he pops on, but it's like other than that, we don't have men on the show. But I feel like that kind of like extended laughter, sometimes that was me, my hand.
Oh.
I gave it a
I saw like a light movement.
I think it kind of like that gives me room to improvise. Because sometimes when we're like laughing at something, it's like maybe I'll add a few more tags onto something. If they're like laughing at a punchline, I'm like, ooh, wait, this could actually go a new direction. And then you find more fun stuff to say.
You feel
Loose.
I feel loose, but it also makes me feel like the kid in class, like one person laughs at something, so then you're like, oh yeah, that's funny, check this out. And just start upping it and upping it.
You're like, that one? Let me get another one for you. Okay, what's another cool, fun metaphor that is similar to that, but takes it to the next level? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're like, let me up the ante.
And then maybe the third one you say doesn't work out as good, so you're just like...
Yeah, and the third one, then you say something about it. You're like, okay, but you guys really like those first two parts of that, so that was cool.
And then they laugh at that part.
Yeah.
And you start all over again.
And then you do that. What I love doing when something like that happens to me, where like I add a few new tags on it, I'm like, hell yeah, brother, I'm a fucking artist. And then like I do one too many, or I start going in a weird direction. People are like, hold on, did you just say you fuck kids? Like, what? And I'm like, no. No, but you like other ones, right? You know, I love if I have like my notebook or my set list on stage, which I usually do. Never really look at it, but it's always there just for comfort. I will take a fake pen and I'll be like, all right, gonna mark that one down.
I've done that one.
Oh, it's so fun though, because we're good at object work and some comedians aren't.
I'll say, if something doesn't go well, I'll say, taking that one off the list.
Yeah. Yeah, that is
Fake
kind of
pin.
a hack dad joke, but it's fun.
But it gets them going.
Was gonna
What's in there?
Was going to take a sip out of my water from yesterday when we recorded Slap City Podcast, and it looks as though there's some debris in there.
Well, it is a filthy storage space.
I didn't want to say that yesterday to you, and I'm not saying anything. I just noticed like a couple holes where sunlight was coming through and like stuff like that. I'm like, I wonder if you could kind of maybe, it's like if there's did your mom ever do the thing when you were younger and like you go shopping and they would check the seam of the entire thing that they're buying? Oh my God, Svetlana did that all the time.
No.
Okay, Tina, let me look at this. And she would literally look at it and look through the seam. She'd be like, it's defective. Right when you hear the word defective, dude, she's marching right up to the counter.
So she's trying to get a discount.
She's getting a discount on it being defective.
And
on
did it
account
work?
of it being defective. Most of the time.
Wow.
I don't think they really do that anymore. I feel like now it's like, take it or leave it, bitch. Like,
It's $4.
This is fast fashion, okay?
Right. They're all defective.
Yeah, I'm defective.
Wow, that's interesting that your mom would do that.
Oh, she loved doing that.
Now, is it that your mom didn't have money or she was just trying to save money?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely. We were very strapped on cash for a lot of my life. But then they climbed the ranks, dude.
And look at you now.
Look at me now.
You own millions of dollars in real estate.
Oh, millions. I'm a part of that big, big...
Conglomeration?
Yeah, that big conglomerate? That big conglomerate, it's called...
Elon Musk?
No, not him. Sorry, I'm having a brain.
Keller Williams Realty?
Keller Williams Realty. Yep, part of them. Cushman and Wakefield. Them too. Yeah, I own stock in that.
Jones and Jones?
NASDAQ. I own that.
Do you own any stock for real?
Yes, and I'm actually really embarrassed.
What a nerd.
I do. And
who?
It was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever done, and I regret it every day. I'm not joking.
Have you cashed out or whatever you do?
Put $1,000 into AMC because I believe this hype after this GameStop wave. Oh yeah, GameStop. You remember that?
Wait, when all AMC the movie theater?
Yeah.
Where when you go, there's only 12 people in there at all times?
Yes, that place. I put in $1,000 there because I got swindled by someone, and I learned my lesson. I'll never do it again. Never take a chance again. You want me to take a chance? I'm not taking it.
How did they swindle you? What kind of words did they say?
Oh, God. They said, FCC, SEC, I'm trying to think of FBI, CIA.
Whoa.
There were a lot of initials like that, a lot of 3-word initials. And also, it was short stock shorting.
Yeah, I would have been like, I will not be involved in that because I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I got swindled.
But have the stocks dropped so you are below?
Oh, I've lost my ass.
Is there a chance for it to ever go back up?
No, because honestly, if anyone who is watching this podcast knows about this whole AMC stock thing, I know you're all embarrassed for me, okay? You don't have to be. It's my money. I made my mistakes. I put $1,000 in. Is it worth $612 now? Yeah, it is. Is it going to go back up and quadruple and triple like somebody told me that it would and that I would make an exorbitant amount of money?
I mean, it could happen. We don't know what could happen in the future.
Yeah, there is a lot of embarrassment because basically there was this thing that happened with stocks a few years ago, and I'm not well-versed enough to go through it. I'm not well-versed enough in stocks to really explain it, but basically there was this weird thing that happened with GameStop. I don't know if a ton of people gave up sold all their stocks, and that's why it skyrocketed. But there were some people that made some serious kashish, some serious ching-ching, some serious cheddar.
Okay.
Pocket books stuff. So, and then it burst, and it was done, but there were some people that really cashed in, made a shit ton of money on this GameStop thing. This probably happened like 3 years ago.
Was it a bunch of young guys doing fraudulent stuff, basically?
No, I don't think.
System?
No, because the people that do this shady shit are the people that are on Wall Street, the people that live on the Wall Street. They're the ones doing the shady stuff.
Okay.
So basically, what happened is I just kind of listened to someone who was really passionate about something, and then I invested $1,000 of my own money in it, and I wish I didn't.
Would you like to call that person out here live on Storage Podcast?
I would not like to call them out live.
Would you like to tell me afterwards so I can steer clear of any
100%
stock market?
Yeah, don't talk about stocks with them because it's not good. But yeah, I will tell you afterwards.
But like I said, let's say maybe Netflix, NBC, AMC, all these television programs decide to shut down. People are going to have to start going to the movies again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it might skyrocket.
That's when, listen, man, I'm just looking to get even. I start crying.
You've only lost about $400.
I'm sobbing.
It's not that bad.
No, for sure. Could be way worse. But I mean, I would still definitely like to have all that money.
Right.
Could be cool.
Wow.
Would be nice.
What a freaking nerd. Let me guess you bought some Bitcoin too.
No, I didn't get sucked into all that. Although some people also made a lot of money on that.
I would love to understand that stuff, but I frankly don't have the energy to even try to understand it.
You start saying things like blockchain to me and yada, yada, yada. I wouldn't say I fall asleep, but my brain is off. So, sorry, I'm just sitting here thinking about how bad I have to shit.
You want to use the emergency bucket?
I'm not using the emergency bucket to shit in. Do you know what that would do to us? Our friendship, this thing?
I'd turn the camera around and film it.
No one wants to see that.
Tina revealed yesterday on Slap City podcast that I have an emergency pee bucket in here. That's something I didn't want anybody to know, but now you know.
Yep. Now you know. If you did see this week's episode of Slap City, there is an emergency pee bucket in here. But if you're watching this episode, Storage Podcast with Libbie Higgins and guests, or just her for the first time this week and didn't watch Slap City, then you're finding out right now. And guess what? Breaking news. There's an emergency pee bucket in here.
Not really a bucket, more of a...
Was about to actually get into that. Was about to say it was a 25-cent.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's going to describe the emergency pee receptacle.
All right, guys, we are rocking here in the morning. We have got a description that has just been given to us by a local trash woman named Tina Dybal. And here it is. You can hear it right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's kind of like a 25-cent Aldi bag. You can buy carts there for 25 cents, by the way. And inside of this 25-cent Aldi bag, there is a jug that you could make iced tea in, one of those Sterilite pour containers from the 90s. That's what it is. You heard it here, everybody.
That's right, folks. I'm using a Sterilite Kool-Aid jug, just in case I have to.
Yep. It's got one of those nice little circle openings in the middle of it so you can open it up and, I don't know, pour stuff in there if you want to. Or if you need to take the whole lid off to do a big fat pee-pee, then you take the whole lid off.
I take the lid off because it's not a round Kool-Aid jug. It's a oblong.
Oh, yeah,
so
this
that way
one's...
it can go from front to back in case there's a lot of...
It's a rectangle, but like a circular rectangle. There's no sharp 90-degree angles. It's rounded, and I'm not sure
that could hurt you
in angle terms exactly what that is.
I think it's oblong.
Oblong. I should have just went with oblong. It's a parallelogram. Well, no, I think parallelograms have 45-degree angles.
I was really thinking.
Here's what I know for a fact. A right angle is 90 degrees.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Yeah. You know?
Yep.
You give me an exercise, say, hey, listen, this needs to be at 90 degrees. I could do that in my sleep.
Right.
Do it quick. Watch, I'll do it right now. 90 degrees.
Whoa.
Yeah. What did you think about that?
I'm still stuck on parallelograms or 45-degree angles.
I think they are.
Yeah, because they're
like, yeah.
It's kind of like a break dance. Like
40, yeah, like what you do at the beginning of Storage when the songs play.
You go,
yeah. I don't know if you know this, but half of 90 degrees is 45.
45, yeah. And the reason I know that is because I had one of those pencils with the other side of it that was very sharp. And you could stick it in the paper and make a circle. That doesn't have anything to do with half of a...
Talking about a protractor?
Yeah.
Ooh, love a protractor.
You can't have those anymore, I don't think.
No, they're illegal.
You haven't seen a kid with a protractor in years.
Yeah, if you see a kid with a protractor, please report him to the local authorities. Him, her, them, whatever.
If you see something,
say something.
Say something.
If you see a lesion, say something. And especially if you see a child with a protractor, get it out of their hands.
It's a weapon.
Yeah, they could gouge their eye out.
Or other things, maybe their leg.
Yeah, they could do some damage.
Some kids I knew in school would take it to carve on the desk, and that made me mad.
Some kids I knew in school would take it to Carvana.
And try to trade it for a new car.
Yeah, they're bringing this protractor and saying, hey, check out this vintage thing. I'd like to have that Kia Soul 2011 and older, please.
And you just take the top and go like this. How were you in school? Were you bad or good?
I was actually good. I skipped a grade. Smart.
Wow, that's funny.
But then I had a lot of trauma in middle school and pretty much went downhill from there.
Set you back?
Set me back. But I think in 10th grade, I was very heavily on drugs at that point.
Which drugs?
Oh, all of them. Love them.
All of them?
All of them. Do them all. Ooh, man. Blowing coke, doing ecstasy.
Whoa.
Doing pills, doing GHB for fun.
What's human growth hormone?
No, that's HGH.
Okay.
GHB is, I don't know, something wild. We'd make it out of like paint thinner and stuff.
Did it make you go, whoa?
Feeling funky. Yeah, we were idiots. But yeah, a lot of opiates too. That was my downfall. What are you going to do? But my point in saying that was in 10th grade, I took some tests, or maybe it was 9th grade, because they changed this in the school district that I went to in Kansas City, in the Olathe School District, metropolitan Kansas City area. My middle school was 7, 8, 9, and then high school was 10, 11, 12. But they've now changed that to middle school being 6, 7, 8, high school being 9 through 12.
That's how it was when I went.
I think that's how it was most places, and my place tried to do a little social experiment.
That didn't work.
Didn't work. So, but I tested out of like all these classes. So I had all these extra credits, had all this extra time on my hands. I was pretty good in school. So I would get out of school at like 10 a.m.
Dang.
Oh, God, it was the best. I would just
jealous.
Get high, just be living la vida loca. We had a blast.
Some kids would leave early to go to a job, and I thought that was stupid, too.
I did, yeah. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Your parents buy you a fucking Acura.
You're going to have to work your whole life, dude. Why work now in high school?
Right. You know, but some kids don't have the luxury of that.
Well,
some people are poor, Libbie.
Some people are poor.
That might be hard for you to understand.
Oh, no. It's real easy for me to understand.
Libbie was poor.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the fucking precious moments there. You don't just...
I mean, look at the shit I hang on to.
Yeah, look at all this. Of course she was fucking poor. Held on to a fucking VHS of Xanadu for, I don't know, what, 36 years? Got a big boy on there. Love seeing the big boy. Love a big boy.
That's a classic.
Oh, yeah.
I have a new thing, a new shell to put up there.
Oh, the Slop City one. Yep. Yeah, that's cute.
Isn't it cute? I don't remember who made this.
I don't either. They should have put their name on the bottom of it. Claim yourself.
I mean, that's just so perfect and cute.
Yeah, it is. It is very perfect. You've got some nice John Stamos plates and all that.
I got some pretty rad stuff up here.
Yeah. Yep. What's the little guy's name right there? I'm telling you, dude, my fucking left ear is misshapen. Because remember how mine always falls out in Slop City? All the time. And I thought it was those headphones, but guess what's going on now? Keeps
falling out.
Keeps sliding on out.
Maybe the hole's just bigger than the other.
It must be.
Got a deep hole.
Is there a way to get custom earphones?
Yeah. They do them for those people that sing on stage and have to get those ear monitors.
You mean a Bluetooth headphone?
No.
That they don't need. What do you... right now, today, you see someone... Bluetooth headphone, just one in one ear, driving around, talking to you, standing in line next to you. I'm talking about everyday people, neighbor, whoever. What do you think?
I think it's sensible because I've done it. And I'll tell you why. When I have my both AirPods in and I have it on no sound, I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to pop one of those out so I can have some sound, but also hear you, Chelsea, and Beth in the car at the same time.
Sure. So let me clarify. Not talking about an AirPod. Talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
The phone thing?
I'm talking about those intense Bluetooth things that people used to have. Keep
that
one
goes
in their
down?
ear. Yeah, goes down, has a little blue light on it, keeps flashing.
Well, when I see that, I think nerd.
Yeah, I do too.
I think khaki pants.
I think someone's feeding you info. I don't like that.
I think
seen a couple comedians wear the Bluetooth headphone things while they're on stage. I don't like that. Someone's feeding you your jokes, and you need to get off the stage right now because you're a liar.
What if they go like this?
And then tell their joke?
Yeah.
I'd start screaming. I'd fucking flip. I would pull the fire alarm.
Well, what if their mom or dad was sick, but they had them on the line just to check and see if they were okay while they're doing their set?
I'd say something's wrong with you, and you should have hired somebody to record this set on a video. You know,
or stayed at home with your sick
at home with your sick parent. You know, you don't need to be going out. Someone close to you sick, stay home.
I mean, sometimes you need a break, though.
Yeah, I get that.
You just grab your Bluetooth phone thing.
Go somewhere that's officially dirty, you know?
Is that another dig on me?
Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't even turn on my lights over here.
Not one bit.
Sorry, I forgot to turn on the holiday globe for Tina. You can't see it when I'm in here with other people, so I don't turn it on.
Yeah, that holiday globe is nice. I'm going to go ahead and unbutton my pants right now.
There we go. Holiday globe is on.
Unbuttoned my pants. Undid the zipper. Feeling a lot better right now.
Was it an excessive dinner?
Yeah, had too much.
Me too. I was only going to eat chips and ended up eating dip and ended up eating flan.
Yeah. Flan was good. The flan brought it home.
It's the texture.
Yeah, it's nice.
It makes me feel safe.
Yeah, I get that. It's like you put it in your mouth and it's kind of like, whoa, what's going on? It's kind of jiggly. And then it's like you do that weird thing with your tongue. You go, and it all flattens into a nice little burst in your mouth.
It's just when you cut it and you can see the just perfection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I made mine look like a thong underwear.
And I said fallopian tubes and a uterus.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I dot my.
Yeah, I see that. I was like, God, if that's a cloth napkin, I'm beating your ass.
It's from some fast food restaurant.
That's fine.
Guess who left him in here for me? Daniels. Because when he came in here, he was having a runny nose.
Got it.
Constantly.
Yeah, he's also left his beverage down here.
Yep. So is everybody else who's been in here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have an active beverage right now.
Whose is this?
That ain't me.
I got to clean this place up. I'm ashamed. So many kids.
Oh, God, I'm ashamed.
Chelsea came in here to record something, and she goes, there's a lot of cans in here, honey.
Yeah, she roasted your ass pretty good.
And that's supposed to be up there. I don't know how it got on the floor.
Yeah. This definitely is a decoration cup, just because they're all stickers. It is nice.
A nice fan gave that to me.
Yeah, this is very nice. And it's got the cute little stickers on the side for Whataburger, excuse me, a McRib, all sorts of good stuff. But
it's like Whataburger on it?
Yeah, there's Whataburger on the side. I thought they were those Monopoly McDonald's tickets.
Oh.
Whataburger stickers.
That is really cute. I don't know why I never noticed that. It's like 2 for 1, Whataburger and McDonald's. Mm-hmm. You see that Cardi B and Offset have their own meal?
I did see that.
Huh. Interesting, huh?
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
I'd be mad if I didn't like Cardi B so much.
Why? Because you want your own meal?
Carla needs her own meal.
I agree. Carla does need her own meal.
She needs a McRib meal.
Yeah, but they're not going to give you that.
Why would they?
No, they're not going to give you that because, I mean, you totally slowed down production at their Dorset location.
No.
There ain't no motherfucking way.
Not production. Increased revenue is what I did.
You think you did?
Oh, my God. The amount of people that tell me they've gone there.
Yeah, I say you file a class action lawsuit against McDonald's. And you say, show me the money. I want to see the papers.
I want to see the papers of the McDonald's of Dorset.
The 2017
and 2016.
Okay, because we met in 2015. So,
yeah. March 2016.
March 2016.
I want to see the records before and after those dates.
Yeah, I'd like to see those records, McDonald's. Because guess what? It is March 2023. So we're looking at 7 years. We'd like to see if profits have increased since 2016 when that video infected the homes of many people across the globe. And I say infected because, it went viral, virus. I'm not trying to offend you or anything.
I wasn't.
Because I remember that day. That was a wild day. Woke up, got on Facebook because that was a hip thing then, and wow, shit took off. Shit took off.
Shit took off, and people text me, hey, you're going viral?
I think I texted you and was like, what the fuck?
Because people don't know what to say. It's like, maybe she doesn't know.
Well, yeah, and I mean, it's like, you getting cold?
Getting cold.
You getting a little chilly?
You might have to use an emergency pee bucket.
What's that Wendy's thing from? Is that an old one?
It's from about 12 p.m. today.
Oh, great.
Little lemonade. I was going to say something else about the McDonald's thing.
Their revenue stream?
Yeah, I want to present to them an affidavit.
Oh, sure.
And say, we have a warrant for your arrest or whatever that you say.
Yeah.
We want your records.
Well, we'll say, hey, listen, we have a warrant for your arrest, and we will need to see tax returns from the years of 2015.
Just the Dorset location.
2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22. That's all we really need, but we need it just from the Dorset location, and that is going to be in the St. Louis, Missouri greater area. So
I think
we're coming for you.
I think maybe an easier thing to do would be to get all the numbers from the 7 years before and put it in one number, and maybe all the numbers from 7 years, since then, and put them together. Just have two numbers instead of just like a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Be like, would you put the symbol that's greater
plus
than,
or minus,
less than, or equal to?
Sure.
And the way to remember that is the alligator always wants to eat the bigger number.
45-degree angle.
The alligator wants to eat the bigger number. So if the bigger number's on this side, it eats here. Mm-hmm. And of course, if the numbers are equal, these.
Yeah.
Don't know what that has to do with alligator.
What I will also say to that CPA, that's a fancy word for an accountant. Once I speak to the McDonald's CPA, I will also remind them that I know the quadratic formula by heart. And I'll just be like, hey, just want to let you know, got my eye on you. X equals negative B plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus 2AC all over 2A. X equals negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. Sing it to him just like that.
Right.
And then I'm going to go like this. Put it right down there. Now I'm going to lick first.
Now, is this our CPA or the CPA for McDonald's?
Oh, this is McDonald's CPA.
Okay, so I was like,
not
don't
our
threaten
friend.
ours.
No,
like
I'm not
that.
going to threaten our CPA.
Right.
I mean, I need that. I'm lying about everything, so I need them to hold that. So, McDonald's CPA, I will be, I'll let them know. And I will be threatening them with a song. Not only just a song, but also a power move. Because, I mean, you see someone go, you think they're about to flip the page on a, they're about to rifle through some papers. Mm-hmm. Not me. I hit you with one of these. I'm doing that on your eyes.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to go, whoa.
I'm going ham on his eyes. He's going to say, why do I smell salami?
You know what he might do? He might actually suggest that McDonald's settle in court.
Yeah.
Make it just a settle and not have to go through all this.
See, and I would say let's settle outside of court because I don't want court fees or any of that.
Oh, that's what they do.
I'd like you to settle outside of court.
That's what I meant to say.
I'd like this to be between mano y mano.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good idea. But I would love for you to be able to do the quadratic formula, though, for the CPA.
Oh, I'm doing it somewhere someday.
Just show
somewhere big.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm doing it somewhere big. And that could be my moment. I mean, I've been patiently waiting for years to use it. Mm-hmm. That's like the one fucking thing I remember from middle school or high school. That thing.
Well, I just hope I'm around still whenever you use it.
Yeah.
I hope I haven't passed on to the next realm.
Yeah, me too.
And even if I do, I'm going to be looking from the other side.
Oh, I know.
And I'll do one of these slow claps from the other side. And I'll be waiting for all the other angels, because I'll be an angel, to start clapping, and nobody will, because they're like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
I'll be like, Tina finally did it.
She's doing it.
Look at her.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll be down there, and I'll look up at the sky like this.
And then I'll give you one last.
God, I love a good salute like that. One that's like this. Like, it's so genuine when it's like that, Mm-hmm. It's better than just like we're talking That is like the greatest fucking salute ever.
And then will you walk off like this?
Yeah. Oh, I'll have my texting face on for you.
And all the angels will be like, who are you talking to? What is going on?
Yeah.
And I'll have to explain the whole thing.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
And they're like, you mean Tina Dybal? And I'm like, yeah, Tina Ignorarena.
Tina Ignorarena.
She finally did that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
when I get let into the pearly gates, this is what I'm going to do. Just like that. I farted. I did hear it. It did sound it sounded like a knuckle popping.
It went Well, my butthole's tight and this chair is, padded.
Yeah. I'm more comfortable today than I was yesterday.
Probably because the setup is a little bit different.
Setup's a little better. Just kind of I'm able to get this closer to me. So I'm feeling good. I hope I look good.
Well, I'm on my third mic stand. So hopefully these are. I wish I could hang them from the ceiling or something.
So far, these are doing good. So here's what I will say. You know what I got to say to the person who made this mic stand right here? Holy fuck, dude. I'm never going to stop doing that.
It's the emotionally charged salute.
Yes, the kind of looking up like, oh, God.
It makes it even better with the nice laminate eyebrows.
Yeah. Makes you trust me a little more.
Yeah.
Your eyebrows look fucking good today.
Damn, thanks.
Yeah. Don't look like...
I didn't do nothing.
They don't look all excuse me like, Holy fuck, dude. The first time I saw that meme of you, I almost fell out of my fucking
With
chair.
the eyebrows up?
Yeah, when it was just like...
I made it, though.
Okay, but like you made it whatever, it's a meme. I made
my own meme.
You did. I made my own meme.
I made my own meme.
Like the little kid in Big Daddy when he's screaming, I wipe my own ass. I wipe my own ass.
Don't know if I've seen it.
Bummer.
Wait, did he have to take care of somebody else's kid for a while?
Yeah, but he thought it was his kid.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Ooh, there's a little bit of fungus in here, I think. We have to go because we got a lot of stuff to do. We're going on tour tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But I always like to ask my guests, what is something that you're holding on to that you can't seem to get rid of? That could be physical, emotional, mental. Those are the only three things I can think of. What are you storing that you can't get rid of, that you don't need? That's the important part. You don't need it. Like all this shit here. I don't need this shit, but I can't get rid of it.
Yeah. I would say the thing that I'm storing is, and I don't need, is a lot of tightness. And I don't mean tightness in the sense like, oh, I worked out and my freaking hammy's a little tight. I'm talking about just that tightness that, that's what I'm trying to let go of. That's what I've been trying to let go of lately. All that built up shit that's just been there, trauma, the fucking self-doubt, all the negative stuff that builds up and it makes me feel so tight that I can't talk and I can't communicate. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, I want to, but I can't because it's just too tight. I want that. I'm storing that here. Not here.
Are you gonna you can put it in here if you want.
I don't want to put it in here because I feel like this should be a sacred spot, and I would not like to store it here. But if I could find a local safe deposit box or something, deposit box.
There's a dumpster out there that Rafe swear he saw a guy putting a dead body in.
Yeah. So that's what I'm letting go of. That's what I'm storing.
Thought for sure you're going to say
that's what I'm storing in my body, and I don't want to store it in my body anymore.
Well,
I like to store it in a landfill.
You go to the landfill and stand on the side like this.
After I let it all go.
You should leave your set every night by doing that.
Gonna start. Tomorrow, yeah. Yep. When everyone's clapping for me and everything and I'm about to bring you on stage, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go, God damn it, I love this country. How have we never done this before? This brilliant of a salute. We both knew it right when I did the look up and... We knew it.
And it's like, why are you saluting me?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh, so dramatic. Cool.
Well, thanks for being a guest on Storage Podcast.
Yes, honeys. I loved it. Had a blast. Can't wait to be back already.
Well, this will be your last time. Sorry. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, there's actually, we don't let any cross-promoting, and we also don't have any second-time guests, so have a good one.
Yeah, Daniel's tried to get back on here again today.
I heard
absolutely
him.
Not.
Well,
I've got time. I could do it.
You didn't say absolutely not. He goes, yeah, just let me know if you want me on. You want me to go on again? I'll go on. And you just were like, and then you walked to your car. And then you got into your car, didn't start it, sat in that car for 1 hour with all of the windows down, smoking, put your makeup on, and then said, all right, Franklin, I'm ready, to me about 1 hour later. All while Daniels was sitting in the hammock right next to your car. And then we left. I ate a piece of beef jerky on my way walking to the car.
I wasn't trying to be mean to him. I would love to have him again. I just was already at capacity, brain and body.
I was at capacity.
I was at capacity. My brain and body was at capacity.
To be honest, I'm surprised we were able to have this good of an episode with how tired we are. We both are. So that's good. That's a win. But we have a lot of practice.
We leave for tour in less than 12 hours.
Yep.
And not everything's done. We have no electricity. We had to do laundry at a laundromat.
Washateria.
Washateria, as Greg calls it. So we will cut this off right now. Thank you for joining me. We'll see Tina probably again, I'm sure, on tour.
Love you. Dude, my clip just went...
Oh, whoa! Oh, baby!